Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting episode of the Super Carlin Gaming Mario Kart 8 Roulette Challenge, where today Ben and I are trying to 3-star every cup with randomly chosen carts and characters. I could not keep that voice
Man, you had it for so much longer than I was expecting.
Yeah.
That was spectacular. Before we start recording, I feel like I always try to rattle the whole thing off, and it is a lot harder than you would think.
I have to. The hardest part for me is making sure I don't put the Nuzlocke words in there.
Right. That
makes sense.
Which I sometimes do. Man, last time we managed to get a 3-star.
We did. Inkling Boy is your jam.
Boy, unbelievable. Look at that rig. My God. I don't know how he did it.
Sponge tires.
Sponge tires. They are a specialty of the channel, I guess.
First 3-star in a while.
Yes, thank you, Derek. It was.
We appreciate that reminder.
Maybe Ben will not get Morton or Roy this time.
I want it to be a negative number, so he has to go back.
I know.
I don't think there's any way I could end up being another member of the Bowser family.
I don't think there is. Even if you got a 30, I don't think you'd get there. You 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. All right, let's get some
Yeah.
dice rolls.
Okay.
30.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my gosh, but you got someone from the Bowser family. God, we should not have tested fate.
He's so bad at
5. Okay.
the 200cc.
1, 2, 3, 4. No.
No. Ben, you went from bad to worse. I didn't think it was possible. I mean, maybe it's okay. It's probably better than Bowser. It's just the very idea, you know. 23. Hey, it fits. Oh, okay. This doesn't look stupid. 13. Yeah. Okay. This is about as good as I could have hoped for with Bowser.
That's really, it's not bad. It's a good spread. You're a little fast for 200, but...
But he's got better handling and traction than I would have expected. And acceleration, frankly. Anyway, there you go.
What?
Oh, did we get the same one?
Same bike!
No way!
Oh my gosh!
11.
Man, it would have been crazy if we had the same tires, too.
It would have been crazy.
And 18.
Also, I think we have to give a massive, wonderful shout out to whoever it was on our Patreon Discord who went through and actually put all of our stats together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I haven't looked at it.
dang it.
I need to do that. What is the most common number?
I don't even know. It is as random as a dice should be.
Oh, wow.
It's like I don't know how. I feel like maybe it's just like every time it's in the 20s, you're just like, oh, gosh.
Maybe it just feels worse. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Derek will be a diligent editor and put the information on the screen for you to see.
Okay.
And now he almost has to. The good news is, okay, so we 3-starred this one, right? That was good.
Yeah.
We've already got this one. We've got this one. This is the one where people said it counted. The flower cup, because Ben won a race.
Was it Twisted Mansion that I won?
We had to combine for first place.
Okay.
So we're gonna move. Oh, and done. So there you go. We've knocked out 5. We're heading all the way to the Star Cup today.
Oh, jeez. Dolphin Shoals. I hate
Dolphin Shoals. I agree. The rest look pretty doable. We'll see. Here we go. I got the Bowser cart. Ugh. All right. Here we go. Sunshine Airport.
All right.
See who drives this motorbike better.
You. You drive this motorbike.
I don't know. I've got this awful.
Oh, right.
It's so heavy.
First question from Manatee Lover.
Oh, Manatee Lover.
Manatee
Lover.
Lover.
You love Dolphin Shoals.
Probably.
My best friend has always liked to hang out and talk before and after classes. Now he will never talk or socialize with anyone when he normally is very energetic and fun. Any advice?
Oh boy, that's such a drastic social change is probably due to external factors. I would bet something has happened in his life, and it sounds like the kind of thing that, like, the solution is counterintuitive, or like it's a problem that feeds itself, because the solution is talking to people, but it's the symptom is I don't want to talk to people.
Right. Yeah, no, that's probably exactly correct. And that is super interesting. That's even one of those things that I feel like a lot of times when you're going through like a stressful situation, it's almost like all these like weird things are happening in your life, and it's like obvious after the fact why all of these things are happening. Like I remember last time I went through a breakup, like I feel like I was constantly stressed and bent out of shape and stuff, and like during the time I feel like I couldn't even figure out why I was so upset. It's like
could it be this thing?
You know,
I'm so depressed. I don't know why.
looking back on it, you know, it was one of these things where it's like, of course things were really, really off then. Everything about my life
that was
changed.
a weird turn.
Oh my gosh. I
so
do those boxes every time.
I would wonder. I mean, the thing to do is to probably give him a little bit of space, but also, you know, just let him know that whenever it is that he feels comfortable talking about it, that you are available to talk to. Stop falling. Oh my god! Oh, you took me backwards. That's the worst. That was the worst blue shell I've ever seen. Sorry, that was not a good way to end the advice.
Oh no.
No! I didn't even realize it was in the third lap.
Yeah.
No! And I just
Not great.
oh, so annoying. Blue shells. Ugh.
Oh man, that might have been my blue
So
shell.
much for
too.
no, Ben. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Was it actually?
It might have been. We're gonna have to check. I had a blue shell. This
I'm
game.
sure Derek
Well, then
will
I'm
be
sure
a
it was.
diligent editor and play the replay.
Stop making me do work. All right. Cody Stork.
Cody Stork. Hello,
Stork.
Cody.
Cody says, I am currently in 4 different group projects at college, and in every one of them, nobody does work till the deadline is staring us down. Most of them take a lot of work, i.e. one presentation requires us to do over 50 interviews.
Oh
sounds like
boy,
he's a psychology
50
student.
interviews.
Psychology student, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I am very tired of trying to get people on board. What tips do you have for motivating groups?
Gosh,
Oh,
so
man.
group
Yeah.
motivation is a tricky one. This is going to sound sexist.
Oh gosh.
Let me-
That's a good start to this.
But let me say that it works in both directions. So maybe that's the saving grace. Try and be in groups with only members of your sex. If you are,
Really?
this is something I found uncategorically
Fascinating.
true. Whenever I was in a group in college that was all dudes, we worked great. And anytime there was a group in the class that was all girls, they worked fantastically great. For some reason, it just did not. It was I don't even have an explanation for it. This is just my random, unfortunate findings, I dare say.
Interesting.
Huh.
That is
You
super
just spend
fascinating.
too much time flirting with your fellow students?
Maybe
or-
you do. I don't know what exactly the cause is. I just know that was always the case.
That is super fascinating. I think I actually found in college that if there happened to be a cute girl in my group, it generally meant that I was working a lot harder in effort to be impressive.
That is interesting.
So I feel like if anything, I would have been like, make sure that there's somebody that you would like to impress in that group. But I would say
That can be tricky.
that can be tricky.
Hard to arrange.
Very, very hard to arrange. Shoot, dang, that's
Let
funny
me
though,
just-
because our advice would almost be exactly opposite.
Well, I will say I had groups in college where it was mixed gender, and it was perfectly fine. We worked very well together. But
But if there's somebody cute in the group-
100% of the time where it was all guys, everyone worked. So
Interesting.
yeah, I think you just communicate with people I don't know. I think guys communicate with each other in a certain way, and girls communicate with each other in a certain way. And
I could see that.
like-
I could see that. Because my advice basically involves you doing a lot more work personally.
So, okay, what if the situation is such that the groups are assigned and you have to be with both men
Right,
and
and
women?
that's in most.
sure.
In
What
most
advice would you
this
have
is
for
most
that?
I would say that's normally going to be the case. So the trick is you want to absolutely make sure there is someone being the leader, right? Like someone needs to take the lead, and it sounds like you are personally concerned about the amount of work getting done, so you might be a good person to do this. If you're going to be the leader, you do not want to be a dick to everyone. That is not going to get anything done.
Yeah, no, you definitely. I think really when you say leader, what you need is to be the person who's going to be organized and basically just be like, all right, guys, let's just shoot to have this done by this day, and then that way you're giving yourself like your own deadlines, And I think one thing that I did find myself rather respectful of in college was the fact that some of my teammates were often on sports teams or in sororities or leaders of other things, and it was going to make them a lot busier. And if I knew that they weren't going to be able to get stuff done otherwise, you can actually be rather. I think it's easy to be supportive of other people's limitations, if that makes sense.
I would also of course it's best if everyone manages to put in a lot of work and everyone is just super excited about it, but don't be so caught up on everyone needs to do their fair share, right? The point is
somebody in every college group project got away with doing very minimal work and
right.
That is just always
the case.
What?
That might just always be the case, but don't let that be the reason that you get a bad grade, this person's flying ahead of me. Catch them! Oh, it's you. I'm sorry.
Thanks, man.
Call it payback.
That was awesome.
Call it payback.
I got to just watch that all smile.
Happening?
So one thing with being able to motivate people is if you tell someone that they're good at something. So it depends on how well you know the group, I guess. But if you were like, hey, you do this portion of the lab report, whatever, because you're good at it, then they'll be like, oh, I'm good at this.
Oh, yeah. Of course I'll do the thing that I'm good. My mom used to get me with that so bad.
She'd
She'd say, Torch, that was our dog growing up, Torch likes it best when you give him a bath. And I was like...
So you're like, oh, well, then I guess I have to.
In my mind, I was like, clearly I have established a better relationship with our dog than my two brothers.
Yeah.
I wore it with pride.
Yeah. Have fun washing the dog.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
That's true. Otherwise, also, if you just want to make sure that other people are doing it, I would say try and be as clear with the instructions as possible. This is literally all I need you to do, and make it easy for them if they don't look highly motivated.
Right, yeah. That's the thing at the end of the day, is that a lot of times the group projects are group projects because it means that splitting up all the work should make it reasonably manageable. I think usually defining what all the tasks are is the hard part.
Right.
And then once you've done that, you should be able to kind of follow through with the plan from there.
All right, Owen Maudsley.
Hey, what up, Owen?
He says, despite studying English literature, I'm finding that I cannot just pick up a book and read it without losing interest after chapter 1. Do you have any suggestions for how to find books interesting enough to read casually, or do you have a favorite book you would recommend?
Suggestion 1, change majors?
Yeah, I think if you don't like reading, which it sounds like maybe you don't, which I can maybe possibly relate to.
Well, it's a little like studying music, right? After you study music, then it's just really hard to enjoy music. Without analyzing it.
I wish I read more books. This is always a thing. I don't like real serious books at all. Not at all. It's just that I never opt for them. I'm always much more inclined to pick up fiction or.
I think my big issue with books a lot of times is I do fall in love with the characters, and then I feel a lot of times after I finish reading something, I don't want to start. I want my old characters back.
Right. Sure.
You weren't done.
Right. It's I was still
miss them.
I was still having fun with Harry and Hermione and Ron. So I'm just going to keep rereading Harry Potter over and over again. Right. Maybe I'll make a career out of it and it won't be a problem.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
We made it. Whew. Man, if only someone hadn't blue shelled me on that.
I'm in dual ones right now myself.
Yeah, you've got 2 ones.
Zing! Zing! Can you catch
this
him?
Never works for me.
You got one. You got one.
Yes! Pulled in that 10th place. Right there at the line. Nobody else was coming.
Very good. Very good.
What was our question here?
What book should he read? You know what? If you haven't read Ready Player One, I love that.
Yeah, the movie's coming out.
It's a great one.
It's
That's a good one.
Also, I know that we talk about this all the time, but audiobooks even, I feel like that's something for me
good.
because I think I know that some people very much like books, the physical, the smell, the tactile experience that is the book. I think I'm like you, where a lot of times, unless I'm a few chapters in and get to know these characters and kind of fall in love with the new ones, it's harder for me to get attached to it or really be excited about starting a book. So then a lot of times I can listen, and then once I'm 3 chapters in or something, which is maybe 30 minutes of your time,
Yeah, you're a little more engrossed in the story.
Exactly.
And stuff.
Yeah, it's a good way to kind of like get started with it.
The Martian, great
Oh,
audiobook. Great audio.
That is a great audiobook, actually.
If you needed one to go,
The Martian might be one of my favorite listening experiences.
that's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, because of like the way that the material is presented, it leans towards like having someone just read it.
Truly.
Yes,
Like-
Yeah, it does. It's good.
Yeah. So definitely The Martian. Listen to The Martian.
There you go. That's
my
our advice. There you go. Guys, thank you for watching. As always, please remember to leave a like on this video if you haven't already, and subscribe so you don't miss any future Mario Kart action from us. We only got 2 stars on that one, I think. 1. We got a 1 star.
A 1
A 1 star ski.
Filthy 1 star.
Anyway, make sure you leave us some comments down below so we have more questions for future episodes, and we will see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Quality 8th place.